I've got 8 Roblox developers who will have 7 days to develop an entire Roblox game. These developers have very different levels of knowledge of Roblox Studio, with the majority having never ever released a fully playable game. This could go either very well or incredibly bad. These developers will need to work together as a team to create a functioning and playable Roblox game. Due to some developers having less prior experience in Roblox Studio compared to others, they will be able to do and use whatever they want. I'll be doing checks on the game every 24 hours to see the progress. We have now loaded into the base plate where the developers will be doing the challenge. The only thing we currently have on the base plate is a sign, which I have inserted displaying the main information about the challenge. So let's take a closer look, shall we? Rules! Oh wait, there isn't any. You have 7 days to work together to complete an entire game. I'll be doing check-ins every 24 hours and documenting the progress. Make sure to share your ideas and talk to the other developers so everyone knows what's going on. I wish you all the best of luck. Throughout the challenge, I won't be assisting with the development of this game. This is completely up to the developers. Well, we better let them begin planning. I'll check in with them all tomorrow. It is now the next day. After using some of my amazing detective skills, also known as reading through messages, I've seen that the developers have been discussing game ideas throughout the past 24 hours. So I thought it would be a good idea to check in with one of the developers to get a rough idea on what the game will be about. We have now got one of the developers in a call. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm one of the developers in this challenge. So our current plan is to make a very simple, basic combat sword game. We will have 2 islands. One of them is player spawn and the other one is the arena that all players use to fight each other. Players will be jumping from the top island, the arena, and fighting each other. So as well, we will have a global leaderboard that will display how many times the player died. Because of this challenge only lasting for 7 days, we'll keep it very simple and basic, but we'll try to add some uniqueness into it.
Wow, that sounds like an excellent game plan. It seems like this team of developers are all set. Today, the team of developers focused on getting the base structure of the game planned out. Firstly, the developers came up with the initial plan of what the game will be based around. They discussed all possible game ideas and in the end chose a combat-based game. They then began developing the first stages of the game. For starters, they implemented a welcome badge system, so when a player joins into the game, they are awarded a badge. They also created a game leader stats system, which displays every single player's in-game stats. These leader stats are shown in the top right of the player's screen. Another significant addition was the creation of the arena map, where the player combat will take place. Additionally, our developers worked on implementing player animations, adding the extra touch of creativity to the game. Moving on to day 2, the team continued to improve the game's functionality. They introduced a death counter to keep track of how many times a player has died to eventually add onto a global leaderboard. Furthermore, a default weapon was designed for players to use, providing them with a basic weapon to use on other players in the game. The map also had some improvements with the addition of more map models to add a bit more life to the game. Day 3 was mainly dedicated to implementing the main features which will be in the game. They implemented a ragdoll effect upon a player's death, adding realism into the Roblox game. Additionally, a player overhead GUI was introduced to display each player's Roblox username, so other players can see them easily. Behind the scenes, our developers worked on an admin manager system to ensure smooth moderation, which maintains a safe gaming environment for all players playing the game. Furthermore, improvements were done to all in-game GUI to enhance the overall look and functionality. As we progressed into day 4, the team's focus shifted towards improving navigation around the game and user experience. We introduced a main menu to provide players with easy access to play the main game or adjust settings to their preference. Additionally, a collision script was implemented to ensure players don't have collisions with one another. The map also received further improvements to enhance its visual appeal and make it match the type of game they are aiming to create. Day 5 was mainly based around enhancing combat mechanics and getting leaderboards working. The developers added a feature so when a player hits another player with an item, they are knocked back which causes them to ragdoll. This creates a fun and enjoyable experience to all players in combat. Furthermore, sections of the map were rebuilt or improved, allowing the best possible player experience. The second to last day of the challenge, it's really starting to get close to the end of the challenge. So I thought it would be a good idea to catch up with the developer who we spoke to on day 1 to see if the game's idea has changed and if he feels the team will be able to complete the game within the 7 days.
Hello again, it's me Ali. The theme of the game has changed from a sword combat game to a knockback game, where players will spawn with a glove and they will start knocking each other off the islands. We're currently now in day 6. Fully finished the map now, and we're now just working on the final touches of the game. Of course, we intended to add more stuff into the game, but because of this being a 7 days challenge, we couldn't add everything we planned.
On day 6, the team's focus shifted towards finishing what they already had in the game. A global tops death leaderboard was introduced and completed, allowing players to compete between one another for recognition within the game. Additionally, the knockback feature was adjusted slightly to ensure it's balanced correctly. I look forward to seeing if they are able to have everything done by tomorrow. Day 7, the final day of the challenge. Today, the team of developers focused on the final finishing touches of the game, assuring everything was completed before the challenge was over. They made some adjustments to the main menu, assuring players can easily access the part of the game that they want to. They made some additional adjustments to the ragdoll effect when a player dies. They also made some minor tweaks to the knockback effect, assuring gloves work how they are supposed to. In the final remaining hours of the challenge, they also made some adjustments to the map and audio in the game. From the looks of it, the last few remaining hours were quite stressful, as the team of developers worked hard to ensure that everything was completed before the end of the challenge. But in the end, the team managed to pull it off. The challenge is now officially over, meaning it is now time to go and test out the game and see what the developers have actually gone and created. Will there be any bugs? Will the game be playable? Let's go find out. So we have now loaded into the main game, and from starters it seems like we've kind of got our main menu here, which looks over the main map. We've got our settings and also a play button. So I'm assuming this is probably the battle arena, and I think that's maybe the spawn up there, but we'll get to that here in a second. I'm going to quickly see what settings has. So if we click on settings, we can adjust our global shadows. So if we go click on play now, I'm assuming we'll be teleported over to the main spawn, and yes, that's exactly what happened. Alright, so we are now on the main spawn, and this main spawn here seems to be, from what I remember of Ali saying what the plan was, is players spawn at the top here and then they jump down, and then it's also meant to be a leaderboard. Oh right, there's the leaderboard there. So there's also a leaderboard up here that displays players' deaths. So we can see Ali's been doing some testing here, so he's already got 27 deaths. And basically from what it looks like is we jump down here, then we battle other players, and of course there's no one else in the server as of right now, but we'll get some people in here to test it out with us soon. But we'll just check out the map and check out the game for now. So we've got our main arena up here, got some cool player animations. Also we've got a kind of quite a cool idle animation of us kind of like shrugging in a way, and then we've also got these quite a different walk animation, I must say. Yes, very much so. But those look cool, excellent. So now let's go and jump down here and let's go see what this is all about. So we've got our codes GUI also, and then we've also got our shop. Now, if we click number 1 in our little starter thing, it seems like we've got a starter glove, and I'm assuming this is probably your default glove, or your, as they say, a starter glove. So I'm assuming when there's another player here, I run up to them, hit them with the glove, and then they kind of, I guess, get knocked back. Okay, that guy's holding the void glove, so let's go try battle him. Let's go. That flung him so far. Oh, there's someone with a big head here. Oh, it's Reflex Metal, one of the developers for the game. Okay, let's go. Oh, and he's out of here, and he's out. So let's try on the starter glove. So I'm assuming the starter glove definitely doesn't have as much knockback as the other void glove. So I guess the oh my goodness me, yeah, the starter glove definitely doesn't have as much knockback as that void glove. So whoa, oh my goodness me. So for example, let's go there. And there you can see, with the starter glove, I pushed him over there. But let's say we had to go with the void glove. Let's give it a go. He got flung over there. Oh dear. And you can see with the void glove, it is a lot more powerful compared to the starter glove. But that kind of gives you a little bit of a better understanding of what the game should actually be like if it had a number of players inside of the server. Basically, the main aim is to knock the player off the map, and then they are given a leader stat. Other than that, it is a very well designed game, keeping in mind that it was only developed in 7 days. It wasn't like it was developed in 5 months or something. 7 days, one single week. They managed to get the codes working, they managed to get the Game Pass shop working, they created the map, they added some music there that we can adjust there, they added the knockback effect, they even added the starter glove. There's a lot that they added into the game, and also the saving data store, leaderboards. There's actually a lot that they added into the game. And I mean, you may think, oh, it isn't the most amount, but I mean, a majority of games can't even get completed to this standard within 2 to a month's time of actual development. So the team has done an excellent job in getting this all done within those 7 days. If you guys would like to go and check out the game for yourself, the link is in the description. But that is it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy and would like to see more videos like these, please do let me know down in the comments. But anyway, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next Roblox Studio video.